OBS thinks it's streaming. Oh yeah, there it goes. Oh, who knows what was going on there, YouTube? Who knows what was going on there? Your streaming experience continues to be exemplary. All right, so we've pushed that to branch. That means that I can then I can switch to my ineloquent overlay, and I can upgrade to Bevy 14. Actually, hang on. Can I just upgrade that dependency without upgrading anything else? That'd be the interesting one. So instead of using Bite Munch's copy, we'll use mine. Branch 14. Okay, so let's do a rebuild of that. Failed to select a version for CERD. Yeah. So I wonder if I just remove the log file for now, or at least move it to a previous directory because I'm paranoid. Oh yeah, that does let us build. Well, start to build at least. It's a good long build. It's a good long build. Because if that works, then we can start to bump Bevy versions elsewhere. I'd really like to migrate towards the architecture and Bevy Quick Start because it's working out really nicely. We'll see how we go. Have to wait for the Discord. Not for the Discord, for the build. Who's on for the team? Outfrost gets a shout out. We got Big Boy Games. We got Jiff Yiffweed. We got Hypnotic. Hypnotic's doing a lot of streaming lately. And Exodrifter, nice. Okay, not a happy compile. Not a happy compile at all. Okay, so let's go through this a little. We will just, actually we'll repeat that in a Vim terminal so that we can get a better sense of what's going on. Okay, so more traits to unwind. All right, build channel bundle is not satisfied. Prelude component is not implemented for build channel, which is required by build channel bundle. Okay, let's see what Rust Analyzer shall make of this mess. Do I, in fact, need to upgrade my own Bevy version for this to work? Maybe I do. I'm nervous of doing that because it'll introduce more issues, but... Let's see. I mean, we can try. I'm a little cautious about it, but let's give it a quick crack. With features multi-threaded. Oh, we don't do multi-threaded anymore? Multi-threaded. Oh, it's now underscored. Okay. That makes total sense, I guess. Laugh if this works. You never know, it might. Now we're building Bevy. Oh no, same problems. And in fact, probably many more. Oh boy. All right. Wait for it to finish and we'll start wading in. First of all, if we're going to upgrade those, we may as well upgrade the rest. So asset loader has gone to what? It has gone to 20.2. That's all right. That should be picked up. And Kira Audio. We are at 20. Bevy Real-Time we know about, and then web browser. Keep the following in sync with Bevy's dependencies. Winit, and image. Surd, we can go to 210. Surd JSON, what did we say? I've forgotten now. 128. Bevy UI DSL, I'm fine to leave that, or at least I hope I am. Bevy HTTP client. Oh, let's had an upgrade too. May as well. Six. Everybody's been updating their packages. Thank you, everybody. It's very kind of you. All right, we'll take another quick pass through there. No. Actually build the thing, please. Plenty of errors. So let's start working through them. We'll weed out the clutter. We'll weed it out. We'll weed it out. Let's start with, I don't know, let's start with main. We don't need log plugin for any reason. Okay. And now what's next? We go to lib. Lib. Wow, very slow. What is going on? Question is, has Rust Analyzer caught up? Get rid of commented code. And let's just prune everything out that we don't need. Oh yeah, Rust Analyzer timeout. Okay. Let's see if it's getting caught up. OBS is using 1.8 gig of memory. Rust Analyzer is not running, so that's good. Let's try lib. See if we can get Rust Analyzer to behave. Otherwise, we might have to do a cargo clean, which is what seems to be required at times. Does seem to be required. All right, let's check LSP info. Auto start false, but it is starting. We'll check and see if we get some input from it. We do. Okay. So in theory, if I go to, say, character plugin, oh, everything is very slow though. Get rid of commented code. Bit of a mess, really. Let's look at event plugin. Yeah, it's not popping up with alerts, but I think it should be. Because if we build, we get a bunch of shit. Let's look at sound. Is it giving me any Rust Analyzer input? No, it's not. That's annoying. Because I need the Rust Analyzer to do the work. Is what I need. Oh my goodness. This whole thing is commented out. Oh my goodness. Okay. We don't want all that shit. Or this shit. Or this shit. Okay. Let's go scorched earth. Cargo clean. Cargo belt. And that will take a minute. But worth it, I think, to get Rust Analyzer working. It's annoyingly predictable. If it just stops responding, then this seems to cure things. It does an enormous job, so I'm not surprised that it struggles at times, but it's still frustrating when you're trying to get work done. I'm going to have to get the sunshine off the screen so I can see what I'm doing. That's a bit better. Who's on for Team Green? Zelly. I don't even think I... Oh, yeah, I do follow Zelly. And Mesaka. And Yifweed. Oh, Yifweed's on the same two teams. Huh. There you go. Okay. I do keep a non-developer build of this floating around to run as the actual overlay. But this is all dev build. Color yellow not found in color. Huh. Well, that one should at least be easy to fix. Seems to me. Color methods, maybe? Each color space has its own dedicated struct. All right, well, let's look at UI. Not included in any crates, you say. Well, that's Rust Analyzer still catching up. So let's just wait for a moment. Till it figures everything out. So apparently this should be an error. So if we see a little red dot appear, we'll know we're on the track. Here we go. Okay. All right, so color does not expose yellow anymore. I'm pretty sure it used to. We know we've got color black. Oh yeah, we've got color sRGB. So what has to change for the sRGB methods? Color sRGBA. You can use from and into. So what am I using? Color RGB. And color RGB is deprecated. All right, so just a method change. Right. So we've got sRGBA. It's a tuple variant. I see. And then we go sRGBA, sRGBA. Of course we do. All right, I'll take that. So now we got color gold. Do we have the migration guide for 12 to 13? Where was I getting color gold from? Oh, that hasn't actually been done. Where was I getting color gold? Oh, now it's color palette CSS gold. Hang on. What happens if we ask it to look it up? Ah, here we go. There. And now we need color sRGBA. All right, I get it. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I get it. Hey, Fuzzy, how you doing? The overlay's not currently running, so that's why there's no sound. And then that's going to be color. Beautiful. Oh yeah, color sRGBA. All right, that'll take some getting used to, but we'll get there. Oh yeah, the killer cow is here. Yes. All right, well that's one less error. What else we got going on? We got asset collection not found in mute world. Interesting. This is in loading. Thanks. Oh boy. It's a very serious expression I've frozen. There we go. Okay, so we go to loading, and we're not happy about this, apparently. Excuse me. Trait bounds were not satisfied. Resources not satisfied. No method named cell found for mute Bevy world. All right, so this is down to hey, Rossum Tech, how you doing? This is down to probably the upgrade to asset loader and the way it works now. So if I look at maybe 3 asset tracking, I should see what we're doing now. So app is mute app, that's not changed. Oh, build has but that's because I'm using function plugins there and not the impl plugin stuff. Add loading state. I'm a little the worse for wear. I had a little bourbon last night, and I stayed up way past my bedtime. Probably ate too many carbs. So yeah, I'm a bit seedy today, but I now know a lot more about Portal than I used to. So yeah, we're just quietly plodding through some tasks today, trying to dig into. We didn't finish. We did 4 parts, and apparently there's a 5th part. So we'll probably close that out at some point, or do some customs or something. So I think this is to do with the changes to world. Loading state new, overlay state loading, continue to state. So what do we actually do in the other one? Loading state new, continue to state, load collection. I mean, it looks basically the same. Asset collection resource, yep. It's all the same. Overlay states is not satisfied. Bevy ECS schedule. States is not implemented for overlay state. Pretty sure it is. But have we changed it somehow? Doesn't satisfy overlay states, schedule states. Why? Let's look at the upgrade instructions for that. So 13 to 14 states. Separate states from core ECS. If you did not use default plugins, you'll need to add the states plugin. But I do, right? Default plugins, yeah. An overlay plugin. So this channel normally runs a an overlay called an eloquent overlay, which looks like this. That's where that little guy in the corner comes from. And it does things like chat echo and recognizes frequent viewers and stuff like that. You know, it's got a lot of work still to do, but it's quite useful, and it plays the sounds. So whenever we get something like this happening, that's where the sound comes from. And it's been in need of an upgrade for quite a while. It's on a previous version of Bevy. And in order to do that, I need to upgrade the Bevy real-time plugin to Bevy 14, which I'm in the process of doing, but I'm also engaged in upgrading the overlay to 14 because I can't seem to do one and not the other. So yeah, I'm struggling a little, but we're getting there. States default clone EQ, partial EQ to debug and hash. So if we look at asset tracking and screen loading, states debug hash, partial EQ, EQ, clone, and default. Debug hash, EQ partially. Yeah, it's the same. And where does it come from? Just comes from Prelude and Bevy app. That separate Bevy app looks weird to me. Is it possible this is wrong? Overlay state is not playing ball. Something about not being able to schedule the state. And if you don't use default plugins, you'll need to add the states plugin manually. But I do use default plugins. Projects that use state but don't use... Oh, the Bevy state feature. There we go. That might be it. So, Cargo Toml. Bevy state. Yep, it's not there. Okay, that's it. That explains it. That hopefully should fix things. Rebuild. Rebuild, please. No. We might need to do a full rebuild for that one. Not this time. States is not implemented for overlay state. Weird. I don't have to add states plugin, do I? Because it should be in default plugins. Well, we've certainly got default plugins. Doesn't satisfy overlay state, Bevy ECS schedule state states. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Certainly looks like most of the other states I derive. Let's look at 3 asset tracking and screen. States debug hash. Oh, it's pub enum. That shouldn't matter, surely. I mean, we can try, but I don't see why. We've got some ads rolling through in a sec. At which point I will get a cup of tea and feed my poor aching brain, which does not understand this error. Let's unmute app and mute app. If we look at 3lib, we use default plugins, asset plugin, window plugin, audio plugin. Image plugin. That's pretty much it. Actually, where is the asset plugin? Don't tell me I haven't added it. Okay, we got ads. Right then, tea. Tea will fix everything. Okay, so what was the deal with asset plugin? Is that a thing? Am I just missing it? Init state, add loading state. No, there's no asset plugin. Hmm. Why would this be? States have changed. There's no question about that. Because now we have states and substates. But how has this changed? No method named add loading state. Oh yeah, so we do need to modify the app. Let's see version table. The derivable asset collection trait. But add loading state is coming from where? Default plugins. An actual cup of tea is instead of a fictional cup of tea. This is correct. Although sadly my tea bag has sunk. It's sunk without trace. It's very sad. So gradually this cup of tea is going to be getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But to be honest, I'm here for it. It's a trait method based on loading state app ext. So what needs to be in scope? Oh, it's deprecated. Use loading state config load collection or loading state load collection instead. I did not know about this. Two collections example. Well, I'd love to see the two collections example. Stop drinking caffeine. I drink decaf coffee now. I dislike the flavor of black tea, and fruit tea give me gas. I don't think I would survive without caffeine, to be honest with you. I know it's a weakness, but I love coffee. I love coffee. Okay, so get clone get at GitHub. Oh, I cannot type today. It's Nicholas I, Bevy asset loader. Where on earth have I got nerd commenter in there? Two collections, you say? But it still uses app add loading state. So why are we saying it's deprecated? On enter my states next. Oh, that was add collection to loading assets. I'm just not reading the right goddamn thing. Ugh. Okay, so what trait needs to be in scope for this to work? Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Oh my god, I cannot type. Ineloquent. There we go. Loading. Use Bevy Prelude. Use Bevy Asset Loader Prelude. Certainly seems like that would include the right trait, right? Add loading state, S, freely mutable state. I want to say I've had this issue before. I wonder if a quick Discord search might help. It is a really good Discord for Bevy, I have to say. Freely mutable state. Today I learned about freely mutable state. Adding reflect data pipes for states in freely mutable state. And the other place would be looking in the crates help, ecosystem crates. Asset loader. No. Damn. I'm frustrated. What about states has changed from 13 to 14 that means this breaks? Depend on Bevy subcrates directly. Where is the PR for 14? What changed? 44, god damn. All texture asset layout parameters are now integers. Bevy asset loader depends on the new Bevy state feature. Which I did, right? Pretty sure I did that. Yeah, there it is. Bevy state. And also fixed texture, asset layout, and asset collections. I'm using 2.1, right? Oh, no, I'm not. Well, maybe that's the problem. That would be really annoying. Oh, man. Okay, let's try it. That would be really annoying. And we compile. And we compile. I need to show the compiling. I wonder if it's, as I understand it, it's possible to use XKCD cartoons if you provide attribution. Right? Like, if I could flash that up on screen with attribution, I'd really like that. Frequently asked questions. Man, we're just running out of room in this navigation. Climate fac. Free to copy and share these comics, but not to sell them. More details. You don't need my permission to post these pictures on your website, and hot linking is fine. You can use them freely with some kind of link in not-for-profit publications. And I'm also okay with people reprinting occasional comics in publications like books, blogs, newsletters, and presentations. If you're not sure, it's probably okay. I mean, I think that's probably fair. If I could find a way to always link back, like the robot could post a link to the comic. And then I could post the picture on the screen when we were compiling for a long period of time. Okay, this might be slightly better. Oh yeah, this is way better. Cannot find value soundtrack and source sound. Okay, we're making progress. We are making progress. Yeah, you're right. There is no soundtrack because I removed it. It was a function. All right, that's good. Let's go again. What do we got? Character RS. Texture Atlas layout. Expected UVec2, found vec2. Okay. Makes sense to me. Deprecated struct sprite sheet bundle. Oh yeah, no more texture. We need texture atlases. Use texture atlas alongside a sprite bundle instead. Yep, I remember all this. so that should actually be okay. This is all use of deprecated field transform, use texture atlas alongside it. Yeah. Okay, so let's go with sprite sheet. We won't use default, but just to get it started. Sprite bundle is what we're looking for. Okay, and then texture. Textures, blinky clone. Atlas. Oh, no, we wouldn't specify Atlas like that. Default. And we're not using transform, but we do need to place it. So how do I do that? With the sprite bundle, right? Yes. Okay. So we get rid of this. Any others? Move sprite is never used. Yeah, that's true actually. And teardown is never used. We'll use state scoped entities because they exist. Hooray! State scoped entities are fantastic. But we don't need it right now. Okay. Are we closer to a build? We are. They're not quite there though. Lots of unused imports. Let's go to events breaks. Oh, hang on. Asset meta check is not a resource. That will be a migration change. Asset meta. Yeah, here we go. A field of asset plugin. Meta check, asset meta check, never. Cool. Asset plugin. Yeah, this thing. Set asset plugin. Meta check. Meta check. That's the one. Oh, I'm too far in here. That's window. We want this to go, I think, here. Yeah, better. Cool. All right, that's way better. Getting closer and closer to a build. Yeah, we got there. All right, so there's a few warnings and things which I can get rid of. But I think we're close enough to PR this change to Bevy real time. That is not where I meant to go. Gentleman's name is Bite Munch. Oh, it's not picking up my PR thing, so let's go to my copy. And a branch. Interesting. Why doesn't it want me to PR? Normally this stuff is automated. Okay, so we got a cargo change. Oh, that's the lock. I don't care about that. We bump the version. We upgrade Bevy. We upgrade native TLS, CERD JSON, tungstenite, and UUID. We upgrade Bevy HTTP client, and we do this. I suppose the last thing remaining is to make sure that it actually runs the overlay correctly. So let's kill our current overlay, and we'll run it again from a side terminal here. That did not work. There we go. Okay, so let's look here. We've got our little blinky guy animating away nicely there. That's good. And then we have chat echo. Hey, it's some chat echo. Very cool. We've got a connection to... let's see, we have a redeem, which proves that we get event bus working nicely. Yep. And we have, what's something else we can do? I'm co-working with myself. Essentially. All right. What other things can happen? Not much. Just sounds. Okay. Pretty happy with that. So I think we can submit that PR. I do believe. Yeah. So seems to work on my Twitch overlay. Bumped various dependency versions. And only significant change is that app world now requires the use of an accessor. So that is app world mute and app world mute. Yeah. Nice. And this would close 14, which ironically is, how is that possible? That can't be. Oh, is Bevy real time not? Am I not on the fork? Oh no, I am. Issues. Yeah, issue 14 is in fact issue 14. That's so weird. There we go. And we'll request a review from the man himself. And now we're done. Nice. Okay. Cool. That deserves a slurp of tea, if anything does. Oh, there's the tea bag. Ha. Excellent. Nice. Okay, now, how about general structural stuff? That is the question. Composite alpha mode, huh? All right. So how could we convert this structure to something closer to the wonderful Bevy Quick Start? One thing we could do is convert all of our plugins to functions instead of the impulse structure. So if we look at the documentation, design document, plugin organization. Hey, baby. Hello, puppy. How you doing? Good boy. The most lightweight way to do this is by using simple functions as plugins. By splitting your code like this, blah blah, one plugin per file. Yeah. So pub super fn plugin, and then we add the plugins from the crate directly. All right, let's start doing that gradually. Oh, first we need a commit, right? Man, we really need a commit. What's been going on here? Got a whole bunch of stuff that never made it to Git for some reason. I know not why. Bevy 0.14.2. Now, let's look at lib and work from lib. First one is character. So we'll go to character, and instead of import plugin, we will export the plugin function, pub super fn plugin. It doesn't need a build function because it is its own build function. So just these bits. Nice. All right, we'll go back to lib. And we'll do that. Nice. All right, next is events plugin. And this has plenty of its own plugins, I do believe. Actually, no, but it probably should. This is where we add real-time plugin. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. Okay. Events plugin. Nice. Loading plugin. Pub super fn plugin app and mute plugin. I think even, oops, even I should end up being able to remember this. Oh, hang on, we do actually need that. All right. Oh, we don't need builds. There we go. Loading plugin and sound plugin. Okay. None of this stuff is actually used, to be honest with you. Maybe one of them? Effects volume is used. Anyway, we'll go like so. And that'll be that. Nice. All right. Step one. And then in, for example, events plugin, there are all these other things that probably should be plugins but aren't. And we could refactor all of that, but I have a suspicion that we're probably going to change Bevy Realtime to use observers anyway. The issue is that we need to do some channel-based async stuff with it. And I'm not quite sure where observers fit in. They may not. If we look at Bevy 14, observers, not every task is a perfect fit for the straightforward ECS model. Events processing, buffered events, change detection, removed components, a delay between an event being triggered and the response being processed. So observers, actually component, maybe not. Observers are on-demand systems that listen to triggered events. These events can be triggered for specific entities or they can be triggered globally. Observers are a flexible tool intended for higher level application logic. They can watch for when user-defined events are triggered. Observers are run immediately when an event they're watching for is triggered. Just an entity with the observer component. I'm just wondering how that would play with kind of lower level async stuff. So it took us quite a long time to get to this point where we have this system of callbacks that actually works. So connect callback, world register system, connect callback. So we have a resource with on message callback. I mean, at the very least, we could split them into their functions and into separate plugins. This build channel thing. I think that needs access to all of them. Otherwise, how many channels would you end up having? I suppose the alternative is that you funnel it all into one giant channel and then use Bevy to process the rest. I don't like that. I'd rather be able to listen to individual kinds of message. Wonder what the difference between world insert resource and, say, init resource is. So we add the real-time plugin with a key. And then we have a startup system, and that's init. There's no particular reason why the startup shouldn't be placed, why all of these couldn't be placed separately in a plugin, I think. Certainly the world register system stuff could be. I just don't think that build channel could be. Well, maybe, but I think a lot of the resources wouldn't exist. So what are we doing to guarantee order of construction so far? Run if in-state overlay state streaming. Oh, that's update. So where do we call build channel? Oh, there. Okay. But all we're doing is registering the system. And then client channel, build channel, callback, unwrap. So we're calling it there, I guess. I'm sort of imagining a whole bunch of plugins with init methods that are run in a system set. And then afterwards, you do the build channel stuff. But build channel needs to know about, build channel needs to know about all of the other callbacks. Which means those resources need to exist first. Which is kind of weird because we're only inserting them after the call to client channel, build channel, callback. Maybe it's waiting for connect. It's a pretty ugly piece of code as it stands, but it does work. I don't think observers are going to be the answer. Just think about what Bevy Realtime's actually doing. Excuse me. So channel options with broadcast and present settings. Sends a join request. Does not block. Hey, Clonk, how you doing? I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm just trying to rat some rust, because that's what you do when your brain's not working. And we're looking at this crate that we use to talk to our real-time database for the overlay. How you doing today? You're not streaming today? Not today. A lazy Saturday. Excellent. We approve of lazy Saturdays. This hideous block definitely needs to get broken up. There's a significant lack of indentation going on here. But the question is, can it be broken up without really screwing up the order of initializing this stuff? I feel like the answer is yes, because we shouldn't be passing them all in like this. This is ridiculous. But we can't run this function for each plugin, because then we'll end up with a whole bunch of separate channels, won't we? Channel builder topic on broadcast, etc. Where do we get the channel builder from? Oh, it's passed to us. All right, so register system build channel. And we've got build channel callback. Ugh. I see. So that's our world copy of build channel as a system. And then we've got client connect callback. Client channel build channel callback unwrap. So really that's your single opportunity to get all of those ridiculous callbacks for events registered in there. Self TX send, client manager message channel, callback. Yeah. Channel, add channel, set access token, connection state, and connect. So I wonder. I mean, I can certainly separate some of it, right? Like, I can take these bits and store them in the other plugins. So if we've got, what have we got? Events, ads, for example. Use of deprecated. Oh yeah, we got sprite sheet bundle in here. That can change. We'll fix that. We'll make that sprite bundle. And we'll rip out. That is all we need to do. Easy enough. Hurry up, Rust Analyzer. You can do it. Come on. I believe in you. I believe. There we go. Well done. You made it. You made it. You've graduated. Okay, so this is not actually a plugin, but we should make it one, I think. I think maybe we should make it one. And then we wouldn't have to schedule any of the events in here, which would definitely be nice. Yeah, so let's try that. Let's give it a crack and see how it shakes out. Let's go pub super fn plugin. App is and mute app. And then we go app, add systems, update, and we use close ads notice. Yeah, I mean, that's a very simple addition, but why not, right? So in that case, we can now go add plugins, real-time plugin, but also new. Yeah, so we'll add one of those and make our little tuple. And then we got ads plugin magic. Then we do the same thing for cheers. Oh, come on. FZF, what's keeping you? There we go. And we got pub super fn plugin app and mute app. Whoa, that's more capitals than I was expecting. I didn't even know I had a caps lock key. What? Wow. Let's try resetting that particular part of the keyboard. And now we can't type. Oh, good. Things are going well. We're going to run some ads in a sec. Just to keep the pre-rolls from the door. Okay, my keyboard no longer works. That's very exciting. It's really exciting. We love it when our keyboard doesn't work. Did the entire PC just crash? No. What is going on? Hey, the keyboard's back. All right, now we're talking. Oh, what was going on there? This is a venerable and ancient split keyboard that I probably should make a backup for, because if it ever goes away, I will be very, very sad. I built it from a mass drop kit once, many years ago. All right, we're going to go app, add systems, update, and we want to go, what do we want to go? Not that. Not that. Or that. Cheers, timeout cheers, there we go. Field timer is never read, really? Oh, we got ads. should be just about done with ads for most people. Pub super. What are we doing? Plugin. Okay. Timeout follows. Wow. Rust Analyzer. Slow. Oh, yeah. It was actually accurate. Still slow. Still very slow. Okay, messages. And we want timeout messages. We should just have a timeout standard function for most of these. Oh, that is so slow. Okay. And then we've got the last one. Subscriptions. And all of those need to run an overlay state streaming. Okay. Actually, we could have an app. We could have a system set for that. I do believe. They're all just timeout functions. Oh, what am I doing? And subscriptions. Time to go to work, puppy. Committed. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Doesn't look like we used that. Let's go pub super FN plugin. And then we want app add systems. And what do we need? Update, timeout, what was it, subscriptions? Yeah. No, I didn't need all that shit. Thank you just the same. All right, now we'll create a system set. I need a reference. Let's look at 3 lib. System set. Yeah, there we go. Derive system set. Ted, do you have to take the whole bed apart, or can you just lay down? Is that a thing? Is that a possibility? Hey, quit it. Cut it out, please. Dude, you're muddy. Dog, not satisfied. Bed, not perfect shape. But we'll turn around a few times and see if that fixes it. There we go. Other dog, determined to make space. Tilly, don't sit on him. Honestly. Poor Ted. Poor lad. Okay, so we need this. And then we'll close that and we'll go back here. And we'll derive a system set. And we'll call it... streaming. No, hang on. Overlay set. Stream updates. And maybe initializing stream startup. Something like that. Update schedule during stream. And then we should be able to configure them by going... actually, I need lib again. Everything is slow. We got CPU bound all over the place. Configure sets. There we go. App configure sets. Yeah. I think actually this should go in lib rather than in where we have it now. Let's put it in lib. So update is going to be overlay set stream updates run if end state overlay state streaming. And then we'll say I feel like there's another way to do that, but let's just go app configure sets startup stream startup. Oh, overlay set. Run if end state overlay state loading. Something like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, so then we go back to all of those and we can configure them only to run in streaming by adding them to that set. So let's go events, ads. like so. And we'll do the same for all the others. Oh, actually, we're not using this yet. And we'll go inset, overlay set, stream startup. And events redeems. Oh, that's not a plugin. I guess it's not a plugin because it doesn't have a timer on it. It probably should though. Cheers as a timer. Inset. Overlay set. Updates. Repetitive but potentially useful. Ah, CPU, man. Not good. Oh, we did that already. You right, Tilly? What you doing? You find a bit more of a bed. Good girl. Settle down. Yeah, curl up there. That's a better spot. If you need to turn around 3 times, that's okay too. Okay. Well, that's something. Let's just kill the overlay and restart it just to make sure it's still doing what it's supposed to. It is not. Use of undeclared type overlay set. Oh, right. There we go. Seriously, what the hell is up with Rust Analyzer right now? How much CPU is being sucked up into OBS? Let's see. OBS is using 1.9 gig of memory. That's always fun. 76 threads and 7% of the CPU. Then we got no Rust Analyzer because I've left the editor. We got Sway using a little bit, but not too much. And Discord. You gluttonous Discord. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go back to events mod, and I'll see if I can get a quick check on what Rust Analyze is using. Oh, it tops the list. 1.7 gig of memory and 42 threads. 42 threads. Exciting. Exciting times. Well done, Rust Analyzer. Okay, Kaga run. Let's get this back and make sure it's still working. And we check the redeems. Certainly seems to be working. I don't think we really need to see Tilly cleaning herself right now. I don't think that's important. I feel that we're gaining anything at this point. Not really. Not when you think about it. Remove the unused. Oh, I see. Overlay set. Right. Okay. Now, all of this could also be moved to the relevant plugins. No, I want system ID. What are you doing? There we go. I want to say we would call world insert resource ads on ads callback. Let's see if we can get this stuff into the individual functions. Add, actually no, we would go add systems, startup, init, actually it doesn't need to be public. Yeah. And on ads is this thing. Yeah. And we would add this to inset, overlay set, callback, registry. Register callbacks. Always runs before stream startup. So we could go register callbacks. Like so. Actually, will we be in that state? I think we'll just run them on startup. But we'll chain them. Yeah. So this version of init runs on stream startup, but the other version of init runs on register callbacks. There we go. On ads callback is inaccessible, but I don't need it to be accessible, I don't think. Or do I? I see. I do need it to be public. Yep. Okay, so we should be able to refactor a little bit of that out. That'd be good. And I think that'll also mean we'll turn redeems and so on into plugins as well. So that's good. That's a little bit tidier already. I don't think those need to be pub crate either. I think it'd be pub super. Yeah. All right, so let's continue that process, get things a little bit tidier. Too many arguments, so we're going to go allow, what is it, Clippy? Too many arguments. Something like that. Yeah. This is the one case where I think we're still going to need it. But all of this can be cleaned up. So brakes. Okay. And then turn this into a plugin. Pub super FN plugin app. Add systems. Init. This is startup. Init. Inset. Overlay set. Register callbacks. There was a thing in, I think it was 3 level. Functions that accept only mute world as their parameter implement command. We use this style when a command requires no configuration. Apply worlds, yeah. Think about that. Think about that. So 7, let on brakes. And on brakes callback. And this thing. There we go. And we add the plugin. At least the structure should be really reproducible, which is the main thing. Okay, what's next? Cheers. Cool. All right, and we also want to grab, don't need that, or that, or that. But we'll take that. start up, init, inset, overlay set, register callbacks. Okay, making progress. What's next? First message. Give it an init function. Okay. And import. Definitely feels like it will be easier if there was a combined message for the combined resource for the callbacks. But it would be giant, but that's probably not a bad thing. Just gets unwieldy. The boilerplate definitely gets unwieldy. But we're gradually trimming it down, so that's good. Okay, follows is next. Okay, there we go. And we'll do the import. Oh, it's not public. All right, almost there. Wait, what are we doing? Message. Is this a plugin yet? Yes, it is. Okay. And then what do we got? We've got... Right, follow stuff from back here. Messages from back here. Oh, wrong one. Oh, that was wrong. That could have been bad. There we go. All right, a couple more to go. Rather a long refactor, but we're getting there. Subscriptions. That is a plugin, that's good. Then init, no, add systems startup. And we'll go init, inset, overlay set, register callbacks. Okay. And should be one more import. And then what's that last resource? On Redeem, which I don't think has a plugin yet. No. Okay, so pub super fn plugin app and mute app. And what do we got? Hey Woodstone, how you doing? I'm a little worse for the wear this morning. We're just having a quiet little type to ourselves. This afternoon? This morning? This afternoon. Yeah, so add systems and startup. Just wake up from your second nap of the day. Yeah, I think if I was a napper, I'd probably be doing the same. Definitely 2 naps in a Sunday. It seems like a good strategy. Very good strategy. Inset. Overlay set. Register callbacks. FN init world and mute world. And we've got which thing am I working on? Redeems. So these 2 things are coming with me. Nice. This one needs system ID. This one is pub super. Yeah. Okay. Whew. This is possibly a little beyond me and my current state of mind, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Okay, so that's imported, and now what's no longer necessary? Hash map, system ID, and search JSON. All right, all of that goes. Good. Bevy Prelude and Bevy Realtime can go up here. Yeah, nice. Not sure about that pub crate stuff, but we'll see. All right, so we need to check that that all still builds and works. So kill the overlay, restart the overlay. Oh, no, badness. All right. So this is interesting. A panic when applying buffers for system Bevy real-time run callbacks. All right. So that's going to be a timing issue. We're not getting things started fast enough. So this init is running in stream startup. And the other inits are running in stream register callbacks. And we have explicitly ordered those so that register callbacks runs first. But maybe that's not enough. Maybe I should run it in like pre-startup or something. Bevy real-time run callbacks. When does that happen? What schedule does that happen on? Oh, and resource, it's on redeem callback, doesn't exist. Maybe that's the only one that I misconfigured. That'd be nice. Pub super struct on redeem callback. Oh, it's not plugged in. Function plugin is never used. Let's go back to event mod. And we need redeems plugin. Hopefully that was the problem. So that would be convenient. Oh yeah, things are looking up. Things are looking up. We've got a blinky back again. And let's see if we can redeem the ordinary things. We can. We're happy about that. We're happy. We have chat overlay. We do have chat overlay. We've got timers so it disappears appropriately. Wait for it to disappear. Waiting. There it goes. All right, nice. Okay, good. So, cool. So that's better structure at least. It's not perfect, but at least it's legible. And then each of the different event types has its own plugin. Only trouble is we still have to reference them down here, so they still have to be in their own individual resources. It'd almost be better if we had like one giant resource and we just iterated through the entire thing. So what is on subscription callback? What are any of them? They are a struct with a system ID, which contains a hash map string value. And we assign that on redeem as world's register system, which is a hash maps. That's the system ID hash map string value. Okay. All right. So could we not then just have a vector of system ID hash map string value, and then just iterate through them all, and then you wouldn't need to care. You just add on broadcast every single time. I don't know. Kind of makes sense. I don't know. Might be worth doing. Maybe I'll just leave well enough alone for today anyway. I might just do some quiet little music experimentation. Maybe so. Maybe so. Been trying to cast around trying to find some starting music for the stream, but it's nothing that I come up with at the moment seems all that interesting to me. I was trying this earlier. Not sure what the volume level is going to be like, so I'll check that. No, not that. What happened to the rest of it? Wow. So I didn't save it? Or maybe I saved it as something else. I think I saved it as 5. That's looking... No, that's wrong. Was it 4? This one was kind of weird. Oh, that's quite loud. Not really all that interesting. This is your brain on drugs. Where was 4? What was that? Oh no, that was even worse. I didn't like that at all. Did I overwrite one of these? That's only 28k. Did I just not save some of it? That'd be sad. Should save them all, even when they don't quite agree with you. When they don't quite... Pink Floyd Alien cover band. I've forgotten what that was. Yeah, that's pretty well named. Very well named. Very quiet. Oh, I remember this. What happened to the one I was working on earlier? Must have gotten overwritten. It's a shame. Unless it's been backed up somehow. Start 2 seems to be empty. I thought it was saved as start 2. 5 is that one. There was one before that. Oh well. Mystery for another time. Save as, I think we're up to 6 now. I'm feeling something very low key. Like very low key. Low key and kind of synthy. Or chippy. Okay, let's play with that for a little bit. Spin this out a little. Oh, that brings it past its edge, which is annoying. Good old MIDI. Let's move this entire block back in. Actually, more like so that that coincides. Oh, I don't know. I didn't realize you could change the length of every node. That's kind of cool. Even this out a little. I'm gonna run some ads in a sec. What does this do? Q marker. So I can restart from there? Oh, I can. Nice. Okay. All right. What can I do in the way of a little bit of a background? Not really feeling it. I think we just need to add little drops of something. Okay, let's cut this down. How long is this sample? Actually, almost 17 anyway. Hey, wardrobe. Oh, you're not wardrobe. You're the same color as. Oh, no, you're not. Interesting. See, I can't even recognize my own peoples. Take the dog for a walk and feed the cat. At least you didn't do the other way around. Have a nice co-work. The cat tries to come for a walk. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, this is just everything. Okay, fair enough. That'd make a great game sound. Well, interesting experiment. Not necessarily something I have a use for. That useful at all. Actually, maybe if you undo it, just make it a lot quieter. Oh, okay, hang on. I can get out of here anyway. I am going to call it quits for the day. And I'll catch you guys later. Ah, I had a border. Oh well. Take it easy, folks.